Stan Arthur here for the I Love St. Pete Facebook group. If you're a business owner looking to connect with tens of thousands of potential new local customers, you owe it to yourself to get enrolled in our Key Tag Rewards program. Since 2019, we've signed up more than 200 local merchants. Sponsor opportunities are available too, such as our group banner ad and even your own custom key tags. Just go to stpetekeytag.com, get enrolled, and get ready to get busy. stpetekeytag.com.
Impressive. Excellent.
All right, guys, welcome back to Duckies here on West Kennedy Boulevard as your Tampa Bay Buccaneers are beating the Houston Texans in the third preseason game, 16-2. I'm your host, Peter Blake, along with Mr. Blake Anthony of Sports Talk 49. Some miscues in this game. We talked about it when we were doing the live reaction there. Robert Hansey getting in center. But the story, of course, was not having any injuries. Looks like Scotty Miller was a little bit banged up there midway through the second quarter, right?
Absolutely. It was a poorly underthrown ball by Blaine Gabbert, who's having a horrible game. The only person that could have a worse game than him is Mills for the Texans.
Yes.
And he has a total of 6 yards and 2 interceptions.
Oh, my gosh.
Can you guess what his QBR rating is right now? Just take a guess.
34?
Zero.
A big old fat zero. You gotta love that. How about this? That's what you get right there.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
Yes, exactly. But again, the story was the first team starters starting out. Tom Brady again, second series, getting a quick touchdown to Antonio Brown. And then the victim of volume and a Ronald Jones. I love that 11-yard touchdown run. And that's where we're at right now, 16-2 at halftime. Bucs over the Texans. So I know we got some comments here. I think some people have calmed down. Let's see here. Okay, Christopher Cole tagging somebody. What else have you seen out of this game? Your guy, Herb Miller, really stepping up, getting an interception. Of course, that was one of the position battles that we've kind of talked about and focused on here because there are still some positions, if you will, some spots on this team that they can win, right?
Absolutely. Herb showed up, as Jamal J. Buck Sanders from the 525 plan said brilliantly. BA said Herb didn't do anything that helped him. He didn't see any progression. Well, Herb came out and made a great break on the ball from Davis Mills throwing the ball that did not put any zip on the ball. And Herb was able to come through and get an interception on that play.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And then somebody else in this game that you knew about that's had a pretty good camp and also a pretty good game. Who else had an interception?
Delaney.
Delaney.
Came
again, I mean, they're making it tough, and Jamal said it best. J-Buck said it best. Look, Miller, he's putting something out there on tape. Maybe he hasn't done it throughout camp, but in game time situations, he's trying to make this a more difficult decision for BA in this defense, to earn a spot. And if he can earn a spot here, then he's got it. If not, then he can move on to another NFL team. That's what it's all about. A lot of people say, well, they're not going to make this team. Doesn't necessarily mean they're not going to make another team.
Absolutely. If you guys remember my interview with Tanner Hudson, preseason is important. And when I said that, I said, is preseason important? You watch his reaction like, yeah, it's important.
Right.
It's my resume.
Right.
And that's what this is for these guys this year. They didn't have that opportunity last year for some people. Yeah. So you pretty much had to go on a whim, or if you knew a coach or you got a shot and got a phone call, your agent was good and worked you in. It was way different from 2020 to 2021, and multiple reasons. One less preseason game. 2, they didn't have preseason games last year, so it was a lot of difference from one year to another.
When we talked about the Nelson possible turnover, I mean, he could have had a recovery there, but tried to pick it up instead of just jump on it at that point. But Bucs get back the ball, and they're in business. So it's a good thing to see Nelson show up because you're one of the guys that said, he's been a man on the milk carton. So that's a position that's going to be highly contested at this point. Also, Nelson being a 4th-round pick out of Iowa, they expect something out of him, especially with the Joe Tryon. What have you seen from Tryon tonight?
Tryon has been everything advertised. This goes out to all 31 other teams. Thank you for not drafting him in the first-round period.
Right.
How dare you let a man with that kind of talent fall 31 picks without being picked up? I just scratched my head. This guy screams Pro Bowler, possible Hall of Famer if he can play like that consistently and staying healthy his entire career.
And you got to think this Bucs defense eventually is not only going to have JPP and Shaq Barrett on the field. Of course, they're always on the field together, but also try to include Tryon with being on the field also. So I don't know. I guess you got a message there. I don't know what's going. What do you got?
Oh yeah. Make sure you guys say your blessings out there to the New Orleans community.
Yes.
Because tomorrow the game they're going to get hit with a Cat 4 hurricane. New Orleans just can't catch a break. And of course the
Hurricane Ida with our own Dennis Phillips of ABC Action News.
Yeah, and they canceled the game already. New Orleans and I think they're playing Arizona. That game is canceled already. So put out your blessings and everybody. Put aside the football and put your blessings too for those people out there in New Orleans because it looks like they're about to get hit again with another hurricane.
Yeah, and our own Eric White said it best. 16 years to the day, Hurricane Katrina, and consequently, Dennis was saying this last night. Very similar hurricanes. Very similar, even in forward speed, how big they are. I think this one may be even more powerful.
And if you don't know much about that area, why it's so impactful there, it's the way New Orleans sits. It sits like in a bowl, and the water comes down and piles up. I'm not going to sit here and try to be a meteorologist. We'll let Dennis Phillips do that,
yes,
who's always constantly on the show. But that's why it's so important. That's why everybody always keeps their eye on New Orleans when that stuff like that happens, because that's what happens there.
All right, at halftime, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are leading the Houston Texans 16-2. We're live here at Ducky's Sports Bar. I'm your host, Peter Blake, along with Blake Anthony of Sports Talk 49. Any other thoughts that you would take out of it? Jalen Darden showing some flashes of brilliance, if you will. A little bit of that speed. That's the reason why they drafted him in the 4th round. Opportunity tonight on special teams to make an impact.
Yeah, he's definitely doing his thing on punt and kick returns.
Right.
And he's coming out there playing well on offense. We'll see what happens when Trash comes in and those guys move into more of the starter-esque roles coming in here to the back half of this game. The way Gabbard has played, it doesn't look like he. I mean, there's unless Kyle Trask really shows, and Ryan Griffin, he's another one that's been a guy, man on the milk carton.
Yeah.
Blaine Gabbert is just, I don't know what's going on with him in this game.
Sometimes you really don't understand what BA and this coaching staff sees in him, besides the fact he's a veteran presence. He started many NFL football games. He knows the system, but at the end of the day, there's points.
You're doing this against the Texans?
Right, the Texans. They're defensively, Lovie Smith, but they got a lot of parts they got to get there in order to make that defense something, and they've lost a lot in the offseason. So I don't know. I don't know what to think.
I mean, who do you think's the odd man out in the quarterback room? You think it's Griff?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think he's the odd man. I think he's the odd man out. I think Gabbert is you're going to be your backup, and Trask is your future, no matter how he plays. They know it's going to be at least 2 to 3 years. So,
and it looks like he's going to need the time, which is perfectly fine to sit behind the GOAT and Tom Brady.
Exactly. All right, so do we want to do this raffle on air? Let's do the raffle on air here. So let's go ahead. You're going to read the number, or am I going to read the number? Allison.
Yeah, come on behind
Allison Kohler, who's not gotten on camera tonight for
shy.
some reason. Got to hurry up here, guys, because the kickoff's about to start. 16-2 Tampa Bay right now, start of the 3rd quarter. BA sitting on the bench there. Allison Kohler, welcome. How you doing? Yeah, good.
So what do you got there?
All right, let's see here. All right, let's go with Jessica Gottlieb. Jessica Gottlieb, you have just won our raffle here for NSPN. Come up to the booth.
Well, the Jessica Gottlieb. Come to the front.
One more. Here we go. And I'll go ahead and fire the cannons for that right there. There we go. All right, we got... I can't read that.
Amarado. Courage. Amarado Courage.
Say that 3 times.
Amarado Courage.
All right, there you go. Let me go fire those cannons right there. Good stuff. And we got one more, and we'll wrap it up here.
You want to read that one? You want me to
Olga Coppin. Olga, come on down.
To the prices. To NSPN. Excuse me.
NSPN Watch Party makes dreams come true here live at Ducky's. Olga Coppin, come on down.
Come down front. Come to the principal's
If you're a
office.
Bucs fan, you're on Facebook, you know this lady. She's a big-time Bucs fan. Yes.
You got to know
In
this
fact,
lady.
I feel like she should get on camera. Get her on camera
This
here.
is an OG to the game right here.
Yes, it is. Absolutely. There you go. There it is right there. You're going to say hi really quick?
I can't see her from there.
You got to get on the camera right here. Come on. Coming back. Come on.
Don't be shy.
There you go. You got a football right there. Let's go ahead and show that off. See, this is what
That's
happens.
a Super Bowl champion.
When you come out to Ducky's Sports Bar, 1719 West Kennedy Boulevard, right there. There you go. Right there. All right.
Thank you.
So again, start of the third quarter. We'll see what happens here. Your Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning 16-2. This is NSPN Next Gen Sports Media. Media is going to evolve. We're going to evolve with it. For Blake Anthony, I'm your host, Peter Blake, giving you something to think about. Have a great second half of this Tampa Bay Buccaneer preseason game. See you later.